Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. Welcome to the next mods worth noting. The first thing I saw here was Simple Inspector, which gives you a HUD overlay of vehicle statistics. It shows a lot of things. For me, it's very busy. I don't really like mods like this personally. For some folks, it may be great. It definitely gives you a lot of information. You can see the detail up here that you can see just your vehicles or all vehicles. It shows the speed, the fuel level, the on-field status, potentially with the field number. If you're using courseplay, it's going to tell you the progression, fill level, and so forth. So it gives you a lot of information again, So the next one is Helper Administration. This is a PC-only mod as well. Basically, you can configure a maximum of 20 helpers, and you can adjust the cost. So this is really the only menu that has anything to do with anything other than names. So you can see you can set the number of helpers, the price per hour, and then do your overtime multiplier depending on time of day. It also looks like they'll do horse riding. You can turn on daily riding for horses, and then you just basically name your helpers. And so the benefit is that you get names instead of just saying helper A, C, D. So if railroad crossings frustrate you because the gates don't come up and down at a time that you think they should, perhaps try Railroad Crossing add-on. This basically adjusts the behavior of railroad crossings. So another mod to increase some realism is the Def Pack, which is an additive for diesel. This existed in FS19, it's now available here in FS22. You get some trailers and some storage tanks that will store it, and then basically you'll also have to fill your vehicles appropriately, and you'll get an indicator, as you can see here, a blue line next to the fuel line that shows your DEF level. So another production here, silage factory. You can put grass and chaff into this production building and it will create hay or silage. Okay, so super basic and maybe not useful given the other helper adjustment that we had. Literally, this just changes it from helper A to helper vehicle name. If you feel you'd rather do that than adjust settings and actually apply names, perhaps you'll want to use this. So if you've decided you've got too much nature on your farm and want to add some pavement and parking spaces, you can do that with this parking spaces mod. You can buy different parking spaces. You can see from 2 to 6 spaces for normal or long vehicles, and makes sense, I guess, if you've got something like this image has with greenhouses where maybe you're setting up a market and you want the community to come visit your farm, but I'm not sure where else you'd use it. This mod caught my attention because it kind of solves the age-old problem of I leave my grass on the field and then it rains and I've got to start all over again. This is a grass dryer. It turns your grass into hay. You put it in the building and then you don't have to worry about the weather and you get hay. So hey, if you want this, go for it. So not a crop derivation that I've used, but if you do cut sugar beets, this is basically a mod that will modify all the base game auger trailers to unload cut sugar beet via the pipe. So if you're looking to save yourself some time, this one was interesting. It's a Meridian storage yard. Works across all platforms. But it basically gives you a whole set of Meridian silos to cover all the supplies that you need, herbicide, fertilizer, lime seed, and so forth. Instead of placing individual silos, this is a unique option. So this one was intriguing as well. Across all platforms, this takes greenhouses, but then allows you to fertilize them with seeds, fertilizer, and manure so that you can get a higher yield. So finally, I know I've been hearing from a lot of people that there's just a shortage of large implements out there. So here's a mod with the Seedhawk air seeder, 65 feet wide, along with the air cart that will give you additional capacity to just stay out on those massive fields and keep planting. So this one struck me as just really kind of fun and entertaining. CB Radio Helper. Instead of just getting the messages that pop up, your AI helpers will respond via CB Radio chatter and let you know what's happening. It does mainly do audio in English, as there's a little bit of work in German. So if you're a farming simulator player who has OCD, then this mod might just be for you. This enables a building to snap at angles 30, 45, 60, and 90, so when you're building out your farm and placing things, you're not going to have to play the game of, do I have it at the right angle? You're going to be certain you do, so it'll help you feel good. So a relatively quiet week for mods, but that's what we've got. I'll see you next time.